Earth. So it's Earth time. So that means the third season is gonna be fire. Right? It's like his future. What is this? His future self?
Just a nightmare. I was in the Avatar state, but I was outside my body watching myself. It was scary. I was scary.
This amulet contains water from the spirit oasis.
The water has unique properties. Don't lose it.
3 years ago today, I was banished. I lost it all. I want it back. I want the Avatar. I want my honor,
It's been
my
that long.
throne. I want my father not to think I'm worthless.
You may have mixed feelings about attacking members of the royal family. I understand. But I assure you, if you hesitate, I will not hesitate to bring you down. Dismissed.
Princess.
And if I were to have you thrown overboard, would the tides think twice about smashing you against the rocky shore?
No, Princess.
Well then, maybe you should worry less about the tides, who've already made up their mind about killing you, and worry more about me, who's still mulling it over.
We're getting a hell of an introduction to her.
We were all amazed at the stories of how you single-handedly wiped out an entire Fire Navy fleet at the North Pole. I can't imagine what it feels like to wield such devastating power. So it's decided then. I'll help you figure out how to get into the Avatar state, and then you'll face your destiny.
So we're really rushing through things
nothing's
here.
decided. We already have a plan. Aang's pursuing his destiny his way.
May I show you something?
He's gonna show him lots of destruction.
That's the infirmary. And those soldiers
yeah.
are the lucky ones.
He's
They
saying we
came
don't have
back.
this kind of time.
Every day the Fire Nation takes lives. People are dying, Aang. You could end it, now.
Doesn't want to lose another person. I understand that. I mean, he's the one that's been going through all this and seeing all the destruction and death and injury.
I'm just being realistic. I don't have time to do this the right way.
This rare chi-enhancing tea is a natural stimulant. In you, it may induce the Avatar
We're
state.
gonna induce it.
Tenfold energy, huh? Is it working? Is it working? I can't tell. Somebody
He's like,
tell me
is
if
it
I'm
just
in the Avatar state. I don't have a good view of
caffeinated? Is it
myself.
just like a shot of espresso?
You are wearing a ceremonial piece of clothing from each of the bending nations. Now I will join the 4 elements into one. Water, earth, fire, air.
This is just mud.
So, do you feel anything?
We have to find a way.
I was thinking too, you probably put that fire out into that water. It just did nothing.
Hello, brother. Uncle.
What are you doing here?
In my country, we exchange a pleasant hello before asking questions. Come with a message from home. Father's changed his mind. Family is suddenly very important to him. He's heard rumors of plans to overthrow him. Father regrets your banishment. He wants you
So
home.
you can imprison them?
Did you hear me? You should be happy, excited, grateful.
Father regrets? He wants me back?
Does he believe it?
I can see you need time to take this in. I'll come to call on you tomorrow. Good evening.
It is unbelievable.
I see both sides.
I have never known my brother to regret anything.
Did you listen to Azula? Father's realized how important family is to him. He cares about me.
I only meant that in our family, things are not always what they seem.
I think you are exactly what you seem. A lazy, mistrustful, shallow old man
had your-
who's always been jealous of his brother.
He's the only one that had your back before. Oh, that was like the first time it's scary not having control like that. You don't know what's happening when you're in the Avatar state. I feel like he's just scared of himself and his own capabilities. If he learns it the normal way, he can control
Uncle,
all of it, I suppose.
you've
And
changed
I
your
guess that's the
mind.
difference.
Family sticks together, right?
I'm sure. I can only reach the Avatar state when I'm in genuine danger.
I see. I was afraid you'd say that.
What are you gonna... So what, they're gonna put him in danger?
Attack the Avatar!
He's just gonna... You just want him to kill all your men?
I'm not your enemy. I won't fight you.
You can't run forever!
Brother, uncle, welcome.
To your
I'm
new
so glad you decided to come.
prison.
Are we ready to depart, Your Highness?
No.
Set our course for home, Captain.
We're taking the prisoners home!
You idiot!
Your Highness.
He just yelled out, taking the prisoners home.
You lied to me!
Oh, this is gonna induce the Avatar state, if anything. It's Katara in danger.
Stop this! You have to let her go!
Please!
This is
You
so
don't need to do this!
far.
Apparently, I do. It worked! It worked!
And so what? What'd you expect? She's gonna mess him up. Did he just kick her overboard? It's the exact problem, is he has no control when he's in that state. You're just making it worse.
It's time you learned.
Oh shoot. Maybe this did work then.
Focusing the energy through your body.
Oh, this is awesome.
In the Avatar state, you are at your most powerful. But you are also at your most vulnerable.
Yeah.
You are killed in the Avatar state. The reincarnation cycle will be broken. And the Avatar will cease to exist.
So you can't do it that way then. Because if they killed him in the war and he was in Avatar state, not to mention the destruction he's causing here. Did they do that as like a deeper symbolic thing to disconnect themselves from Fire Nation, or was that to disguise them? Because that big scar on Zuko's face is you know, snipping off his ponytail is not gonna disguise him, but it's probably then more so to disconnect themselves from the Fire Nation, basically because they were, I mean, they're, you know, their dad had plans to imprison them. So clearly they're completely viewed as traitors and nothing else. So what now then? Like, is he still going to try and get the Avatar? Zuko here. Is he still going to try and get Aang and bring him home? I mean, he can't do, you know, that's not going to do anything, I feel like, because his father's literally trying to imprison him now. Like, especially there, you see him disconnect himself from the Fire Nation. So I'm so curious about what happens to Aang, to Zuko from here on out. They have to have some sort of mission, directive in the story, but I don't know what it is now. Because it feels like it wouldn't be Aang now. I suppose we'll see. Maybe they'll fight on the good side? I don't know. I know Iroh would be totally content with just like beachside vacation, pina coladas straight out of the pineapple, getting his tan on, but also having the tan fade away in the very next scene. It's hilarious. Man, what an opener. What an opener of the season. I love the flashback. Part of my favorite part of the episode is not the flashback, but when they do when he becomes the Avatar, he goes into the Avatar state, and you get to see all the former Avatars do it, like, and the way that they all look so different and have completely different abilities in their Avatar state is really, really cool just to see all that. But the biggest takeaway is the information that he can't die in the Avatar state, because then there's pretty much a doom, because there is no Avatar to protect the world, and there needs to be an Avatar. He needs to continue to be reborn as the Avatar. You can't end that. So pretty much this idea of it just like completely reaffirms the fact that he has to go through learning the normal way as opposed to what this General Fung got caught up in and is trying to force the Avatar state. The Cave of Two Lovers. Are we gonna get the Katara?
What, like you're ready to go right now, naked guy?
Oh, that's cool. An octopus.
You make a fine octopus, pupil Aang.
With the traveling girl, she'll leave you broken heart.
Hey, we got Ed Sheeran rolling through.
Hey, river people. I'm Chong, and this is my wife Lily. We're nomads, happy to go wherever the wind takes us.
Love a nomad, man.
You guys are nomads?
I can't live like this. I wasn't meant to be a fugitive. This is impossible. Uncle, what are you doing?
You got a hairline back?
Looking at the rare white dragon bush.
Good for him.
Its leaves make a tea so delicious it's heartbreaking.
Two lovers forbidden from one another. A war divides their people.
Is that the same song he was singing when he rolled up?
Secret tunnel through the mountains. Secret tunnel. Yeah.
I feel like this is Harry Styles, like inside of his own mind. I think he thinks he projects this.
When the rash spreads to my throat, I will stop breathing. But look what I found. These are pakui berries, known to cure the poison of the white jade plant, or macaole berries that cause blindness.
You could double down or heal, one or the other.
All you need to do is trust in love, according to the curse.
Curse!
Hey, we're here.
All you need is to trust in love to get through these caves?
Come on, you guys do it.
That is correct, Master Arrowhead.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was Cave of Two Lovers. I was wondering if
into the hole.
we're finally gonna get the narrative of the two of them, you know, and their love getting pushed forward.
Of course we have names.
Come on, Zoku.
I'm
You're quicker than this.
Lee. And this is
You're
my
a
uncle.
ninja.
Mushi.
Yes, my nephew was named after his father, so we just call him Junior.
Mushi and Junior, huh?
We don't need a map. We just need love. The little guy knows it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't mind a map also.
I really like this guy.
There's only one explanation.
He's not really helpful, but he's
changing.
just a great hang.
When I was a little girl, the Fire Nation raided our farming village. That was the last time I saw my father.
I haven't seen my father in many years.
He says that so
Is he fighting
intensely,
in the war?
with so much despair. So I think Zoku's voice actor is my favorite voice actor in this whole show. Every time he speaks, my ears kind of perk up.
Right.
Are they separated? Oh, he saved her. Look at our romantic hero here.
Yeah, it's no use. We're separated. But at least you have us.
I hope he's in more episodes.
It's a tomb.
Oh. No thanks. His outfit's a little bit One Punch Man-ish.
The villages were enemies, so they
These are
could
the
not
two
be together.
lovers.
But their love was strong, and they found a way.
Romeo and Juliet style.
The two lovers learned earthbending from the badger moles. They became the first earthbenders. His name was Oma, and the man's name was Shu. The great city was named Omashu as a monument to their love.
Yeah. Yes.
If love is the key out of here,
Yes.
then all we need to do is play a love song.
Yes. That's absolutely the answer.
The curse says we'll be trapped in here forever unless we trust in love. It has a picture of them kissing.
Where are you going with this?
Katara, you are sneaky, spicy.
Us kissing?
See, it was a crazy idea.
Slick move there.
Us kissing. Can you imagine that?
Oh, he has it.
Yeah.
He can and he has, certainly.
Definitely. If it was a choice between kissing you and dying. Oh! What? I'm saying I would rather kiss you than die. That's a compliment.
That 100 years in that ice tomb got you rusty. It's all right. Yeah, this is a damn 12-year-old. All my interactions with any person I was interested at 12 years old was a complete disaster.
Junior, where are your manners? You need to thank these nice people.
I know you don't think there's any hope left in the world, but there is hope. The Avatar has returned.
I know.
Don't remind him.
What are you doing?
Free ride.
These people just showed you great kindness.
So first he freeloads the duck from the dinner table, and now he commits Grand Theft Auto. I was rooting for you, Zoe. Yeah, look, she let it happen too. She's just like that thug. And I tried to make a connection with him. How dare you fake me out like that, Avatar: The Last Airbender? Like a beaver badger thing? And it earthbends?
Hey, those things are music lovers.
Yeah, get it over to the professional.
Help me out.
It is a badger.
The big bad badger moles who earthbend the tunnels, hate the wolf bats but love the sound.
So,
let's go.
You had your chance earlier, bro. It's alright, you'll have another chance. Oh, I like this music a lot.
Nobody react to what I'm about to tell you. I think that kid might be the Avatar. Even if you're lost, you can't lose the love because it's in your heart.
Oh, you hear my guy hitting the O's? Okay. Oh,
the journey was long and
nice.
in Earth Kingdom city of
What happened? It's destroyed?
Oh no.
Fucking Fire Nation. That took over. You can't have anything nice. You can't have not one nice thing. If I'm mad because I didn't get that guy's name, the lead singer of you know, Hippie and the Hipsters, the Nomads, our new friends. If he doesn't return in this show, because we haven't had a return from a character that we briefly met in one episode, it's not to my recollection anyway. If he doesn't return in another episode, and a future episode, and whatever's left of the show, I will be so disappointed. I wish I got more context about the Badgers, because they were like doing earthbending. They did like a moat around Sokka and the Nomads. They like earthbended the entrance when they went back inside. Yeah, I don't know if that was just something we're not. It's probably something we're not supposed to read into, sure. But it's also just I want to know, can they earthbend? Or are those two badgers those two lovers? Oh my god. Oma and Shu, right? The lovers that were earthbenders and then made this whole cave. Holy shit. I think that those two lovers were like reincarnated or whatever. Something happened. Yeah, reincarnated, and they turned into those badger mole or whatever the combination was. All the animals in this world combined. Cool, kind of, and picking up on that. Yeah, because they're earthbending. And they have their tombs. They're inside there. They're, you know, together forever as this new. That's awesome. That's why they wouldn't. Like, I was thinking too, like, Sokka's riding this badger out of here. Is he gonna get to keep this badger? And kind of like Aang has Appa. Is Sokka gonna have this badger? But now they go back inside. Yeah. Anyways, I really enjoyed that episode. I really like it. A lot of the being led by love, believing in love, trusting in love. That's a lot of themes that I'm a huge fan of. Return to Omashu. They're not just gonna walk in there, are they?
Can't believe it. I know the war has spread far, but Omashu always seemed untouchable.
Now Ba Sing Se is the only great Earth Kingdom stronghold left.
This is horrible.
We're going in to find Bumi.
Aang, stop. We don't even know if Bumi's still...
Bumi would be imprisoned, right?
He's still what?
If the Fire Nation took over.
Around.
Wait, is this the place we went to earlier on where the cabbage dude kept getting fucked over?
That wasn't as bad as I thought.
Which is why they said, why did we use that last time?
They won't let go!
Sokka's the big brother, but he has such little brother energy.
Sorry, we were just on our way
I have
home.
a lot of little brothers, and he reminds me kind of combination of a couple.
What's the matter with him?
It's highly contagious.
Oh, it's so awful. I'm dying.
And deadly.
Hey, I think I've heard of Pentapox. Didn't your cousin Chang die of it?
There really is no fathoming the depths of my hatred for this place.
May, your father was appointed governor. We're like royalty here. Be happy and enjoy it.
Governor.
The targets are approaching. Take them out.
I thought my life was boring in the Fire Nation.
Oh, that's earth-bending people trying to save their town. Man, Aang is just such a good guy. You wanted that attack to happen, Aang. You needed that. She's like, I wanted to fight. I wanted the smoke.
Azula! It is so good to see you. Please, don't let me interrupt your... whatever it is you were doing. I have a proposition for you. I'm hunting a traitor. You remember my old fuddy-duddy uncle, don't you?
Day of the invasion, we readied ourselves for battle. We were prepared to defend our city, to fight for our lives and for our freedom. But before we even had a chance, King Bumi surrendered.
To save all you guys, probably?
He looked me in the eye and said,
I'm going to do nothing.
Years of practice.
Okay, everyone, into sick formation.
Mr. Pycelle vibes.
Aren't you coming with us?
No, I'm not leaving until I find Bumi.
It's like The Walking Dead. Let them all out. Open the gate, open the gate.
Pentapox? I'm pretty sure I've heard of that.
Look at the misinformation flying around.
What should we do? Drive them out.
This is how it works. This is how it works when you tweet dumb shit.
Flopsy!
They got Flopsy doing work over here? What is Flopsy doing?
We're deeply honored to have the Fire Lord's daughter at our humble circus.
What's her plan here?
And tell us if there's anything we can do to make the show more enjoyable.
I will.
How's she gonna recruit this girl?
Wouldn't it make it more interesting if you remove the net?
The thing is, the performers...
It's gonna make her nervous up there. And sweat her out.
What kind of dangerous animals do you have?
Well, our circus boasts the most exotic assortment.
Release them all!
Is this like a threat? Like, you have to help me or I'll kill you?
The universe is giving me strong hints that it's time for a career change. I want to join you on your mission.
Yeah. The universe is giving me strong hints.
You realize we're probably walking right into a trap.
Definitely.
I don't think so. I'm sure the governor wants his son back as much as we want.
I mean, he's mad.
It's a new day.
You brought my brother?
He's here. We're ready to trade.
A thought just occurred to
I'm
me.
so curious about these girls.
Of course not, Princess Azula.
Mai and
We're trading a 2-year-old for a
circus
king.
girl?
A powerful earth-bending king?
See you all later.
He's such an optimist.
Hang on, we're gonna get you out of
It's
here.
your best friend, Bumi. Azula's...
We've got to get the baby out
I'm
of
worried
here.
about her.
I need to talk to you.
It's good to see you too.
Aang's defense is really leveled up since the beginning of the show. What? She's like, what is that?
How are you gonna fight without your bending?
What did she just do to her arms?
Why did you surrender when Omashu was invaded?
Listen to me, Aang. There are options in fighting called Jing. It's a choice of how you direct your energy.
Positive Jing when you're attacking and negative Jing when you're retreating.
And neutral Jing when you do nothing.
There are 3 Jings?
Well, technically there are 85. But
much
let's
to
just
learn.
focus. Involves listening and waiting for the right moment to strike.
I guess I need to find someone else to teach me earthbending.
Your teacher will be someone who has mastered neutral Jing. I'll see you when the time is right.
Is he bringing himself back to be imprisoned? I love
So
Boomy.
we're tracking down your brother and uncle, huh?
It'll be interesting seeing Zuko again, won't it, May? We have a third target now.
I have a feeling I am going to really, really love these two girls, the ones that are helping out Azula. One of them is named Mai. I think that's the one I'm really gonna love. There's something about just sort of like, just is all about the action and just is bored by the lack of action and this very sort of like, I don't know, emo like approach to the delivery of the lines that I'm really into. But then on the opposite end, you have Mai's her sister, I guess, maybe, whose name I didn't get, the one that was doing the circus stuff. Seems like the eternal optimist, much like King Boomy. And is just seems like a ray of sunshine, very opposite to Mai. Didn't get any of the didn't make the trips with Mai to Hot Topic growing up, was more so visiting the Build-A-Bear workshop and, you know, building the brightest unicorn she could possibly build, and shout out to her for that. We love that. But I feel like I'm gonna love the both of them for that, for those opposite personalities, but also being total badasses. I just have a feeling I'm really gonna enjoy that. But Mai, I think I'm really gonna be into Mai's character. There's a little comment by the one girl to Mai about we're gonna see Zuko again, as if like Mai has a history with Zuko. I'm interested in that, certainly. And is it like a romantic background that they have? I have no idea. Kind of seems like it might be, especially if you want to play into, you know, like the deeper history you give them, then the more the stakes are when they do meet each other again and have to fight each other. So it would make sense to do that. Introduced a bunch of stuff. I feel like we're slowly moving more away from meeting characters in these villages or in these stops, even though it's still happening, but it's more so about like advancing the storyline and less so about just having fun with these characters and the life lessons, which I've said before. But I like the direction the show's going in, because like the whole, we have Zuko and Iroh who are on the run, and I'm really interested in that. Were they even in this episode? I don't think so. I don't remember. I've been watching all these in a row. It's easy to forget what's in what episode. Interested in that, and now when you introduce the two hitwomen for hire, guns for hire here, who are going to be after them, and now I'm interested in them. So now we have that to look forward to, along with the whole Aang earthbending. He's got to find somebody that's a neutral Jing, master the third Jing. Like, lots of interesting stuff here. And shout out to Boomy. It's nice to see Boomy again. The swamp.
Spare coins for weary travelers?
This is humiliating. We're royalty. These people should be giving us whatever we want.
They will, if you ask nicely.
Here you go.
The coin is appreciated, but not as much as
Damn,
your
I was a
smile.
creepy old man. Come on, bro. Don't give those vibes off.
I think the swamp is calling to me.
Is it telling you where we can get something to eat?
It's typical.
No, I think it wants us to land there.
No offense to the swamp, but I don't see any land there to land on.
There's something ominous about that place.
Appa! Momo!
Ugh.
Sokka, you've got an elbow leech.
Never in 1,000 years.
Where do you think?
You got like
Why do things keep attaching to me?
alligators and shit crawling around there.
You couldn't find.
I'd rather stay up there.
Aang, these are just plants. Do you want me to say please and thank you as I swing my machete back
Every
and forth?
vegan just went
Maybe you should listen to
anti-Sokka.
Aang. Something about this place feels alive.
Oh, that's music. You can waterbend. There's a little bit of water around.
Would you reckon make a track like that, though?
Don't know, Something with 6 legs.
The accents.
Pretty big ones, too.
Leaves a nice wide trail to follow.
Can you help me? Mom? Mom!
Oh, that's fucked up.
I can't believe...
That's so sad. There's illusions here as well. Is he gonna see his mom as well? Or is he gonna see his... Ah, that's who I was... That was my backup thought.
This is just a trick of the light. Swamp gas.
Damn.
I hit my head running away last night.
I mean... that's messed up. What's he gonna
Hello? Who are you? Hey, come back!
A girl? A little girl? And a owl thing? Come on.
That's why we all saw things out here.
He's in denial constantly.
I thought I saw Yue, but that doesn't prove anything. And you saw Mom, someone you miss a lot.
Who you think about all the
What
time.
about me? I didn't know the girl I saw. And all our visions led us right here.
What is that? Oh, someone's doing it on the inside?
He's bending the vines.
So they just control vines now. What kind of power is that?
The Avatar. Come with me.
Who are you first?
Oh, the swamp is a mystical place, all right. It's sacred. I reached enlightenment right here under the banyan grove tree. See, this whole swamp is actually just one tree spread out over miles. Branches spread, then sink and take root, and then spread some more. One big living organism. We are all living together, even if most folks don't act like it. We all have the same roots, and we are all branches of the same tree.
So it's someone I will meet. Everything is connected.
Oh, that's so cool. It's so cool. Working off the vines.
How you like that possum chicken?
Tastes just like Arctic hen. So why are you guys so interested in eating Appa? You've got plenty of those big things wandering around.
You want me to eat old Slim? He's like a member of the family.
Just a bunch of greasy people living in a swamp.
What about the visions?
I told you we were hungry. I'm eating a giant bug.
It's Ninja Zoku! Ninja Zoku's my favorite because it's so badass, like a whole new character. And also, well, actually, it's not my favorite because then I don't get to hear Zoku speaking. And like I said previously, whenever I said it, Zoku's my favorite voice actor in the show. This episode was okay. It was okay. I liked it. It wasn't like my favorite, but it definitely wasn't my least favorite. So therefore, we will call it okay. It was enjoyable. I don't know what it did for the storyline overall. Sokka racking things up to, like, he's just an avatar thing. That's what happens. It's just another one of his avatar things. I think it's deeper than that, but there is something going on with this swamp that maybe we'll continue on learning more about in the next episode. I feel like. I'll say that it will feel weird if we go to the next episode and we just leave the swamp and we don't answer what the hell made that hurricane. You know, we see the vine there swatting that really annoying angry bird. I'm calling it Angry Bird because it kind of looks like an Angry Bird, kind of built like, you know, cartoony, like the Angry Birds thing. Remember Angry Birds back in the day? Man, I was playing that game like nobody's business. They don't make them like that anymore. Now it's all about those battle games and growing the crops and stuff, and that's cool. That's cool too. But Angry Birds was the joint. I enjoyed all the other episodes before this so much more. So I don't really have a ton to go out with here. Didn't get any of the Mai and what's her name? Azula or anything like that. Even Zoku was very brief in this episode. He's just real upset and sad. I guess the look that he gave the dude that was making Iroh dance with the swords was kind of a realization of like, you know what, I need to channel my ninja persona, which Azula may not know about or may know about. Back when they were younger, maybe Azula knows about that. We know Zhao knows about that, but Zhao's not in play right now, so maybe that's part of what he's doing here. I don't know. I don't know if he even knows that Azula's after him. I have no idea. You get your scratching? All right. One thing that's really interesting is, as far as like life lessons, quotables. Every episode's got quotables, right? This one's is death is an illusion. Everything is connected. The everything is connected is more so. It's a quotable. It's a life lesson, but it's also relevant, I think, in the whole Avatar storyline, and maybe we'll learn more going forward. But death is an illusion, time is an illusion, someone Avatar hasn't met yet that he needs to meet. That is interesting takeaway from this episode, of course. We haven't met the person yet, so we'll just have to find out. And that person's got a pet that I really want to see more of. They're like an owl combined with something else I couldn't quite tell what happened too quickly. Need to meet that combo. But the death is an illusion. Man, that one hits hard because my immediate thing is my immediate emotional response reaction, you know, someone who's lost people, as everyone has, is I disagree vehemently. Death is not an illusion. It's so real, and I feel the pain so deeply when it happens around me. It's not an illusion. Don't like that. But then, you know, you slow down, you think a little bit more, and you're like, well, you know, you still are. It's just like Katara. It still feels connected to her mom, and Sokka still feels connected to Yue, because you think about them. You have those memories. You have those experiences. You're still striving for something in life that is in some way inspired by this person that's passed on. Like, you're still connected to them. And you go back to the everything is connected. Like that connection never goes away. They're physically, they are gone, but spiritually and mentally they're always there with you. And I truly do believe that. You know, the impact they had on you never goes away. That stays with you forever. So death is an illusion in that way. Like, their death it's not a finality in that way. So it really is interesting when you really think about it that way, and slow down and actually think like, hey, you know, death is an illusion in a way, in that way. You know, while you certainly hope the physical part of it doesn't happen to those you love around you. But again, the show making me think deep, even an episode that was like, you know, okay for me. But I'm loving the overall start to the season and where we're headed, especially now with this new people we have to meet, and with the ninja Zoku, even though I want to hear Zoku talk. Oh, that spider is actually helping him out.
What are you doing in my mouth?
It's like a real fear of bugs going into your mouth while you're sleeping. That's a fear that I have. Can't do anything about it.
You're completely surrounded.
Wait, my boomerang!
There's no time.
Make a new one.
I see. So there's time to get your scrolls and time to get your staff, but no time for my
She was quicker than you, bro.
Here's your produce ponytail guy.
I used to be boomerang guy.
Now you're ponytail guy. It's the worst kind of guy you could be.
Hey,
no offense to ponytail guys.
I hope that's okay.
I love for you guys. You
so
don't
long
love
as
me.
it's money.
That's like your whole persona.
Have a nice Avatar day.
You know? I don't know if boomerang guy is exactly a persona you want. Either
There's a holiday
if that's
for
your
the
whole
Avatar.
personality.
Who knew?
And it's nice to appreciate their deep-fried festival food.
Hey, look! I've ever seen.
Man, those fried Oreos at the carnivals, man. I'll go just for that. I'll show up just for that.
What's that guy doing?
He's gonna light it on fire. I think that they hate the Avatars.
It's the Avatar himself! It's going to kill us with its awesome Avatar powers!
No, I'm not.
I suggest you leave. You're not welcome here, Avatar. It was Avatar Kyoshi. She murdered our glorious leader, Qin the Great.
I'll gladly stand trial.
You'll have to follow all our rules. That includes paying bail.
No problem. How was I supposed to know they wouldn't take Water Tribe money? You guys to help prove my innocence.
How are we gonna do that? The crime happened over 300 years ago.
That's okay, Sokka. For some reason, I thought you were an expert detective.
Well,
that's right.
I guess I could be classified as such.
Gaslight him, manipulate him.
So you'll help me with my case?
Fine, but I'm gonna need some new props.
I love when the art when he's stuck in, you know, like it looks like he can so clearly just get out of it. I just always find that little stuff funny.
Is she around?
Actually, she and the other warriors left to fight in the war. You kids had a big impact on Suki. She said you inspired her, and she wanted to help change the world.
That's great.
Sorry, bro.
That's her kimono.
She had exquisite taste.
Please don't touch.
These fans, they were her weapons, no?
These were her boots? Her feet must have been enormous.
Oh, her foot is bigger than the footprint.
Little
It's a small footprint.
There's no way.
Special outfit, hat and pipe. These things mean anything to
He's
you?
like, hey, you are disregarding.
I'm sorry.
This is my case,
Please.
not yours.
You think so?
Sure.
Yeah, you're a catch.
Ah, you just took himself out of it. Okay, all right. Well, that goes back to my comment earlier.
And found some very strong
All I
evidence.
need is Saul Goodman.
Evidence?
Then how can I prove my innocence?
Helped him out with
Simple.
this case.
I say what happened, and then you say what happened, and then I decide who's right.
That's straight up Game of Thrones trial
That's
shit.
why we call it justice. Because it's just us.
Honestly, that's like not even. That's somewhat like the justice system.
There is a simple honor in poverty.
There's no honor for me without the Avatar.
Zuko, even if you did capture the Avatar, I'm not so sure it would solve our problems. In the darkest times, hope is something you give yourself. That is the meaning of inner strength.
I mean, Iroh's always coming through with the
Mayor
real talk,
Tom.
so I always
I'd
appreciate
like for the court to hear one last testimony.
What are you doing?
Who is
Well,
that?
she is Aang's past life.
Is it Aang?
Maybe wearing her stuff will trigger something.
For the murder of
I'm surprised that dude let her take all of Kyoshi's stuff.
I killed Chin the Conqueror. A horrible tyrant. Chin was expanding his army to all corners of the continent. I warned him that I would not sit passively while he took our home. But he did not back down.
So he was a bad dude then. They have a misunderstanding of
On
who
that
their
day,
hero
we
is.
split from the mainland.
It was his footprint, and also, what a way to go out.
I created Kyoshi Island so my people could be safe from invaders.
I thought a lot about what you said.
You did? Good, good.
It's helped me realize something. We no longer have anything to gain by traveling together. I need to find my own way.
What? What kind of High School Musical? What about us? What about
Wait.
all the things? What about trust? I love how much stronger she is now. Cool, him battling with Kyoshi's weapons. But now he's him. And he is him.
We'll celebrate a new Avatar
Where you
Day.
actually celebrate
In honor
them.
of the day Avatar Aang saved us from the rough rhino invasion.
It's interesting that theme coming back of misunderstanding history in this episode, which we've gotten in this show before. I don't know how I feel about this episode, to be completely honest. I feel like nothing's just coming to me, and usually it just comes, whether it's good or bad, and nothing's coming to me. It's probably not a great thing, I guess. I just don't. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna move on. The Blind Bandit. Don't know who that could be.
Hey, you kids like earthbending?
You like a drug
throwing
dealer?
rocks?
He's a drug
Check
dealer
out Master
vibes for
Yu's
sure.
Earthbending Academy.
Now strike as if you're punching through your opponent's head. Are you ready to commit to more lessons? If you pay for the whole year in advance, I'll bump you up to the next belt.
Always a businessman.
I think the Boulder is gonna win back the belt at Earth Rumble 6.
He's gonna have to fight his way through the best earthbenders in the world to even get a shot at the champ.
You ready to find an earthbending teacher? Because we're going to Earth Rumble 6.
How'd you get them to tell you?
Oh, a girl has her ways.
Hey, waterbending queen of the world right there.
Oh, just knock the other guy out of the ring and you win.
It's like a Royal Rumble. Wrestling.
Round 1, the Boulder versus the Big Bad Hippo. Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. The Hippo is rocking the boot.
Oh, that was cool. I like how he pulled that out of the outside of the arena.
The Boulder wins.
That was clever.
No, no, please.
I mean, it's more than his muscle. He's got technique also.
Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. The Boulder versus your champion, the Blind Bandit!
She can't really be
Is that
blind.
a kid?
It's just part of her character, right?
I think she is.
Sounds to me like you're scared.
That means her other senses are
The Boulder's
heightened.
over his conflicted feelings, and now he's ready to bury you in a rock-a-land.
It's over his
Whenever you're ready, the Pebble.
Big Ellie vibes from The Last of Us. Some cool foreshadowing. Same.
The champion, the Blind.
She literally just made him slip into a split and then just flung him out, basically.
She waited and listened. I don't really want to fight you.
Just wanna
I
learn.
want to talk to you.
Boo! No talking!
Don't boo at him.
Here you are.
Oh, did he beat her?
I need an earthbending teacher, and I think it's supposed to be you. Whoever you are, just leave me alone.
Yeah, you can't ask her right after you beat her like that. And you beat her pretty easily, too. Let her soak in what just happened and then come back later.
Do you guys know where she lives?
The Blind Bandit is a mystery. She shows up to fight, then disappears.
She lives where she wants. I feel like when you earthbend, you can live where you want. You just make a little
You're not
cave
telling
and
us
live in
everything.
it.
No, I swear it's
You can
true.
keep making
no
new
one knows where
caves.
she goes or who she really is.
Just fell out of the ring. She must have took a dive and split the money with the kid.
They fixed it. They didn't really fix it, but it's a thing that sports betting especially you always have to look out for.
That's the flying boar from my vision. Come on.
So she's really rich. Maybe
What are you doing here, Twinkle Toes?
is that her?
How'd you know it was me?
Don't answer to Twinkle Toes. It's not manly.
Kind
How
of
did you
hate
find
this
me?
like rich
Well,
life
the crazy king told
and
me I had to find an
escapes.
earthbender who listens to the earth.
It-
And then I had a vision in
It's
a
a
magic
fight?
swamp.
And what Aang is trying to say is, he's the Avatar. And if he doesn't master earthbending soon, he won't be able to defeat the Fire Lord.
Guards! Guards, help!
There's no guards, right? Oh, there are guards.
Toph, what happened?
Oh.
I thought I heard someone. I got scared.
It's funny her asking for guards. She's a little badass that can beat some. I mean, she's in a rich family, and I feel like that
Pleased
life
to hear
isn't
that
for you
Toph's private
sometimes.
lessons are going well. I'm keeping her at the beginner's level. Basic forms and breathing exercises only.
She's way
Very
past
good.
that.
Who thinks they are so important they can just come to my home unannounced?
The Avatar, sir.
That's me whenever my doorbell rings, ever. The level of pain I feel in my body when someone rings my doorbell.
It's too hot for her.
He must be a great earthbender. Probably good enough to teach someone else. Ow!
She doesn't want to do it.
Hoff is still learning the basics.
I'm just gonna bend back and forth.
What's your problem?
What's her problem is the question.
Relax. Look, I'm sorry about dinner. Let's call a truce, okay? Even though I was born blind, I've never had a problem seeing. I see with earthbending. It's kind of like seeing with my feet. I feel the vibrations in the earth, and I can see where everything is. My parents don't understand. They've always treated me like I was helpless.
Is that why you became the Blind Bandit? Why stay here where you're not happy?
Kind of feels appreciated for who she is.
You guys get to go wherever
when she's
you
the
want.
Blind Bandit.
No one telling you what to do.
Instead of like suffocated.
That's the life. It's just not my life.
Pitied upon.
We're being ambushed.
She sensed that before you. Oh, because they think they stole money.
I think you kids owe me some money.
I would have messed with these two.
Whoever took Aang and Toph left this.
Poor Toph. She must be so scared.
You think you're so tough? Why don't you come up here so I can smack
that is the perfect.
I'm not smiling.
That's the perfect way to show us the dynamic between
Here's your money.
Disconnect
now
between Toph and her mom. Damn, they got a whole squad. That's too much for you.
I'll be okay.
Toph, there's too many of
She'll
them.
have to come back.
We need an earthbender.
My daughter is blind. She is blind and tiny and helpless and fragile.
She just to make her so mad. She's gonna get mad and help.
Yes, I can.
He just had to like add on each blind and tiny and helpless and weak and pathetic and just kept like.
I beat you all before and I'll do it again.
I mean, she's beat them all in the tournament. Just gotta do it all together now.
They're mine.
That one step, that's so awesome. She knows that step. She sensed it. The way she just like comes through this smoke, she's like almost like a horror a little bit. You turn around, there she is, ready to defend you. You've already seen her beat like 3 of them. Oh man, that's awesome. Oh, that's so cool. It's like skeleton. She's like got that X-ray vision via the Earth's connection. The way they just showed us that there was awesome.
I love fighting.
With the smile.
I love being an earthbender. And I'm really, really good at it.
You don't even have to say that. He should know that.
I kept my life
after
secret
that.
from you.
I've let you have far too much freedom. From now on, you will be cared for and guarded 24 hours a day.
But Dad!
We are doing this for your own good, Toph.
Goodbye, Aang.
Go save her. Rescue. Go to her room and get her out of here. Have her join the journey.
Hoff! What are you doing here?
I'm coming.
My dad changed his mind. He said I was free to travel the world.
No, he didn't.
Well,
no,
we better get out of here before your dad changes his mind again.
Yeah.
Good idea.
You're gonna be a great teacher, Toph.
The Avatar has kidnapped my daughter. I want you to do whatever it takes to bring her home.
Your dad's an evil villain, but like, not even a good one. Just the evil villain as a dad because he sucks as a dad. I mean, you know, you have to think about it from both sides, right? Because having a blind child can certainly empathize with that, and just imagining the fear you would feel for your child's safety all the time. First of all, let me rewind for a quick second. turnaround, because the last episode, I just still don't even know how I feel about that episode. Anyways, let's not even go there. This episode was fantastic, and it's just crazy how like I guess that was the thing. I didn't feel a lot from the last episode. Usually I feel things from these episodes. And this just made me feel lots of different things. So it's just such a turnaround from one to the next. Feeling lots of things. Yeah, empathizing with just the thought of having a blind child, and the fear you would feel all the time. There is sort of like this elevated feeling of thinking your child is helpless and wanting to create the safest environment possible for them. But they probably, it certainly, I would guess, vary from person to person, but you wouldn't want to be treated any differently, probably. And again, I'm sure some people don't feel that exact way. I can't, speak for a blind person, but you can certainly imagine not wanting to be treated differently than anyone else, and especially in your home when it's so safeguarded. You just feel like you're imprisoned to an extent. And then when they see your actual capabilities, it gets even more imprisoned, because they just see that you've been out here actually having some fun, actually, like the more that you do try and constrain your child for whatever the circumstances are, like if you have a daughter, that you try, like, period, like a lot of parents try and keep their daughters, they try and run like the tightest ship at home possible, and I feel like that always works the opposite way, as opposed to just openly communicating with the kid and building a foundation of trust where they can just come to you with whatever, and it's less about do this, do that, and you'll do as I say no matter what, because that's how I keep you safe, and just more about just openly communicating and having trust in each other. And then you have like a more delicate situation, a more intricate situation with having a daughter with a disability, and that gets heightened even more. I say all that to say that I can certainly see both sides, and that's what's so cool about this show, is that it gets you thinking so much about that kind of stuff. And I hope that Toph, obviously there's more of Toph, because Toph is going to be the teacher for Aang. We got the premonition, we got the foreshadowing in the swamp, and it's so cool to see to actually get introduced to the character and have the character live up to that foreshadowing and so much more. I didn't even think too much about would we get whatever Aang was seeing, but here we get it, and it's just it's a character that I like a lot already. This is my favorite episode, I think, out of all the episodes as far as the visuals and the art style went. I thought everything was really great, especially the way that they made sure that as a viewer you can see the connection between Toph and the Earth, and how one would be able to see constantly, like even she said herself, like I can see those ants, and you see like the sort of way they fit. It's art, right? So it's not with an actual camera, but there's like a fade element. You sort of fade out and you focus on the ants, and Toph is in the background, but the ants are closer to the viewer. It's just like so cool. I mean, mainly with that last battle, and she's battling everyone through the smoke where you can't see anything, but that doesn't, Toph sees everything. So I thought this was really, 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 really great. Like, this was just greatness as far as art and visuals go. And yeah, storytelling, and one of my favorite episodes, and quite the bounce back for sure. More Toph, I'm excited for that.